Behold the power of God. In manga, here God is not only one powerful entity, but can look and behave in several ways. God might be a she, might be many, and might not be called God at all. Let's review some of the best mangas about gods. You will get to know best manga where the MC is God. Stick with us. Number 1. Feng Shen Ji. A messenger of the heavens has arrived in Zhao Ji, which has been ruled by the Shang dynasty for generations. The current emperor, Zizou, refuses to bow his head before the gods and declares to the messenger that he will no longer accept the tyranny of the heavens. The gods do not take this kindly, and soon the emperor of a neighboring land, Wu Jifa, leads crusade against the dribbling Shang. During the battle, the Shang forces are vastly overwhelmed, and just when the capital is inches away from being taken, Zhu joins the fight. Although he breaks through the enemy ranks and makes his way toward Jifa, out of nowhere a god falls from the sky, landing right before him, prepared to personally deal with the troublemaker. Number 2. Binbougami. Ichiko Sakura is a 16 years old high schooler who has always been pretty lucky throughout her life. This is due to her body possessing an extraordinary amount of fortune energy, which draws from its surroundings, causing the world to fall out of balance. To rectify this, a god of misfortune named Mumiji is sent to the human world to target Ichigo and steal her fortune energy in order to rebalance the world. Number 3. Inari Konkon qua Iroha. Fushimi Inari has a hopeless crush on her classmate. One day, while trying to interact with him, she accidentally humiliates him in front of the whole class. He refuses to accept her apologies, and to make matters worse, she discovers that he probably has a crush on their incredibly cute classmate Sumizumi. She has all these things in mind when she is summoned by Uka no Mitama no Kami, a pale fox goddess. In return for rescuing a little fox spirit creature before school that day, the goddess offers to grant a single wish for Inari. Without thinking, she blurts out that she wants to be Sumizumi. As one might expect, this wish does not go nearly as well as Inari had hoped, and the kindly goddess breaks a goddess rule to give Inari the ability to change herself back. Now, Inari can change her own shape at will, and using her new skill is very tempting as she keeps trying to win Tababashi's heart. Number 4. Saint Onii-san. Saint Onii-san is a slice of life, or divine life, tale of Jesus and Buddha as they try to experience the modern world. In this case, Japan. The manga plays a funny twist on religion, attitudes, culture, and customs in Japan through the eyes of Jesus and Buddha. You see Jesus and Buddha experiencing asakusa, public baths, theme parks, and the internet. Throughout the manga, we get a little history of their divine greatness only to see their apparent insignificance in modern Japan society. Suffice to say, before people can recognize that they are actually Jesus and Buddha, people think of them as someone who looks like Johnny Depp or a guy with a button on his forehead. For real. Saint Onii-san received the 2009 Suzuka Osama Culture Prize for Short Work Manga, nominated for the second Manga Taisho Award of 2009. Number 5. The God of Highschool. While in Iceland have disappearing from the face of the earth, a mysterious organization is sending out invitations for a tournament to every skilled fighter in the world. If you win, you can have anything you want. They are recruiting only the best to fight the best and claim the title of the God of High School. Muri Jin, a taekwondo specialized and a high school student, soon learns that there's something much greater beneath the stage of the tournament. Number 6. Rei's Kamika. A boy meets girl story between Okoni and Reis, a high school boy who was left to fend for himself by both his parents, and the transfer student girl Mikami Kamika. Due to an unfortunate incident, Reis ended up rubbing Kamika's breasts, which in turn led to her suspicious of his being a molester. Starting from their worst encounter, the tale unfolds as they were flown into a magical world. Number 7. Kamichu. Yuri Hitotsubashi was just an average middle school student living in the city of Onomichi on Japan's inland sea. She spent her days worrying about exams and trying to get kanji. The clueless boy she likes to notice her. Then during lunch one day she suddenly announced to her friend Mitsu that she had become a goddess the night before. Their classmate Mitsuri quickly latches on Yuri's newfound divinity as a way to promote her family's financially struggling Shinto shrine. She hopes that in replacing Yashima-sama, their ineffective local god, with Yuri, it will make the shrine more popular. Now all Yuri has to do is figure out what she's supposed to do with her power. Number 8. Kudan no Kuroneko. This is another interesting manga that is composed by several stories about a normal human and a supernatural being. The main story is about a cat. Well, a cat god to be precise, because it failed in a mission in its previous life. Now it is doing its best to avoid tragedy. On top of that, there is love to be taken on account. The content of this manga is strong, however, some of the scenes are quite artistic. The stories have the flavor of traditional Japan combined with the romance and the supernatural. If you are a fan of yaoi but also of Japanese folklore, Kudan no Koroneko might be what you are looking for. Number 9. Dragons are considered gods in the East, as they can usually control water. We know what happens without any water around, right? Anyway, what would you do if you found a handsome guy with horns lying in the road? And what would you do if you discover this guy is special? Tatsu no Otoshigo is a yaoi combined with supernatural elements. The interaction between a human and a dragon who live together will touch your tender side. There's also some action for those who are not into romance as well. The art of Tatsuno Toshigo is also very good, so if you are looking into something short about gods, you can check this one. And last but not least, number 10, Sumika Sumire. Sumika Sumire is an interesting shoujo manga with a twist relating old age. Sumi has always wanted to go to college but had to take care of her grandmother instead. When she passes away, a mysterious cat tells Sumi he can grant her one wish. Our heroine requests to become young again, and that is when the story really kicks off. Sumika Sumire tells us what happens when the gods come down to earth to create a bit of mischief. The viewpoint of a mature woman in a young body is simply hilarious. Her interaction with Reed, cat god, are also some of the best points in the story. Sumika Sumire has an important fan base, as it became a live-action drama in 2016. Wherever you believe in God or not, we can see how the concept is quite flexible in Japanese mind throughout manga. From hilarious to mischievous God, going throughout all powerful gods of death, we encounter the supernatural in every page of these stories. Tell us, which is your favorite god manga? Don't forget that we are open to all your comments and suggestions. See you soon.